Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to show you what you could expect from Air France's brand new business class cabin on their 777-300. Please follow me on Instagram at BrandonJohnson10K for behind the scenes looks at content that I will be reviewing in the future. So yes, I booked the last minute trip in order to take a look at the new business class here. As you can see me walking through the cabin. Now this new business class is currently on 3 777-300 ERs. Now these are 777s that do not have La Premiere, the first class. So here you can see there's actually 2 cabins on this. So once you pass through the first galley, this is, I guess you could consider this the mini cabin. It's got 5 rows, and honestly, probably now seeing the best seats are the bulkhead rows with the most leg room, but the seats by no means are narrow as far as the footwell goes. So let's take a detailed look at this seat. I love the colors there. Even the carpet is slick on this aircraft there. So here at your seat, you're given a blanket, hanger, and a pillow. Now no amenity kit was out here, but they did hand amenity kits out later. I'll do a separate video on the contents of the amenity kit. So to your right there, you got a light. Here you've got the storage cabinet there. So you push that button here and you've got headphones in there as well. Yeah, I really just love the colors, the way they designed that. That's the in-flight entertainment remote. Slick looking there. You got a USB port. Guess that's a headphone jack, but actually the headphones there are wired into to a jack inside of there. So you do have a wireless charging, works well. You've got 2 windows here by you to look out of. You got the seat controls right here. Yeah, you got a large table there, but the seat does lack storage. There's not a lot of storage at the seat. So here is the tray table that comes out, kind of like a folded sandwich in a way, or origami. So you can swing that a little bit. I mean, even with food on it, you can still get out. Here's a look at the footwell. And again, you've got plenty of space there, but the bulkhead rows are going to give you the maximum space as far as leg room and foot space there. There's a bottle of water that's out there. You got the safety car down here. You got a USB port, universal charging port down there. In-flight entertainment screen above that, which worked very well, very responsive to touch, and you do not have individual air vents at the seat. So you're at the mercy of the flight attendants as far as the cabin warmth or coolness there. So the armrest that does slide up and down, and nothing there. The entryway is a bit narrow. Yes, I will admit that. And here is your door for protection from all the other people that walk by that can still look into your seat. So that does not go all the way to the ground, but it does give you a bit more privacy, I'd say. So that is a look at the seat. Here's a little closer look at the bedding there, the pillow, which was good, and the blanket that's offered there. And again, you do have the hanger there. If you have a coat, the flight attendant will come by and hang the coat for you. So pre-departure beverages were offered. Champagne, orange juice, or water were offered. Also, a hot towel was offered before takeoff as well. So I'm going to leave you with the takeoff, and I'll be back to talk about the rest of the flight. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at the bathroom here. So, the bathroom, yeah, I like the colors in the bathroom. You've got the dark blue and the white, so it looks good contrast together. But other than that, nothing really too special about the bathroom. No windows in the bathroom, but again, nice looking aesthetically. Now, this flight was Air France Flight 22 from Paris to JFK. So this was considered a brunch flight. And I'll let you take a look at the menu here and see what's offered. And I'll show you in a bit what I had from the menu. Okay, welcome back. So what we have here in the brunch, all served on one tray. You've got yogurt, you've got strawberry tartare with white chocolate shavings. That was very good. Here you got the salmon bagel. I thought that was good. Cheese, you got a carrot and a pickle there. And they did bring by warm bread to go along with that. That's not pictured there. It's the main course. I had the omelet with cheese, celery, spinach, and tomato sauce. I thought that was good. And before landing, more of the strawberry tartare with the white chocolate shavings. The dessert was the sponge cake. Pretty good. And this was a puff pastry brioche with celery, fava beans, and pickled onions. I thought it was good, but it was a little heavy though. I will admit that. So let's take a look at the seat recline there. It is nice there. So it's a one-touch seat recline. So one touch and you're reclining. I always love that. I know the seat is essentially brand new, but it's nice to have that. You've got plenty of space here in the footwell. I did get good sleep on this flight as well, maybe 4.5 hours or so. Here's a look at the Wi-Fi offerings that they have on the flight there. So you do have free messaging available, and you've got a surf package, full flight package for surf, and a streaming package as well. For the surf package, that's not that bad. This flight was 7 hours and 30 minutes, so not too bad there. But I'm going to let you take a look at the in-flight entertainment and the options there, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, welcome back. I wanted to give you my final thoughts on Air France's new business class. Starting though with the service, I thought the service was fine. I mean, nothing really stood out to me, good or bad, but I did find the crew was very excited about the new business class, which is good. It's always good when employees are excited about new products that they have there. So I believe this crew, this was their first time working the new cabin. So that is good to see the excitement within them. Also, something you want to keep in mind now, The Air France plans on refurbishing 12 777-300. So I believe currently there's 3 of these running. Now you can consistently find this aircraft on Air France 22 from Paris to JFK. I believe it goes back from JFK to Paris as Air France 15. So if you're looking for this cabin, you want to make sure you're on those flights if you're looking to take that from Paris to New York or New York back to Paris for now. I mean, as they get more aircraft done, I don't know how many more you'll see on this Paris to JFK route, but something to keep in mind. I'll leave not a link, but I'll leave the registration numbers of the aircraft that currently have this new business class in the description box. The seat itself I thought was great. It's a very functional design. It's comfortable to sleep in. Love that you have a wireless charger there. Food I thought overall was above average on this flight. Again, you were presented an amenity kit. I didn't show you that, but I will make a separate video with the amenity kit there. As you can see, you do have a camera, forward-facing camera. I always like the aircraft that have the live camera. It just gives you a different perspective on things. So that was my experience on Air France Flight 22 with their new business class with the doors. As always, I do appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend. I'll catch you next time. Thank you.